Hey guys, welcome back to another How to Write VSLs video, and today we're going to be writing my VSL script for my VSL agency, and I'm going to be recording the entire thing, and I'll show you firsthand how a VSL script writer scripts his VSLs, how they double check it, and how we get from the first draft to the final draft. So ready or not, here we go. Here we have the VSL, and I've already done all the planning. This is the general info about me, and my current reality, my dream reality. If you can look through all of this if you want, but basically this is the planning you have to do before you write a VSL. And I didn't fill out the personality part because I'm writing with my own personality, so obviously I'm not going to need to find that out, but I'm going to tone down friendliness, less emotion, attitude, serious. This is the type of emotion that I'm going to be wanting to evoke. So this is my template for writing a VSL. On the right, I have these checkpoints that I have to do, and every single part has a checkpoint. So I have the intro, the authority, the offer, the uniqueness. Uniqueness is basically why choose you instead of another business that does the same thing. And we have the call to action, and then we have the notes part. And on the right, I have a basically checklist that I have to go through, so I'm going to start writing. So I kind of want to hook people with the first 3 seconds. So the way I'm going to be doing that is saying something that people don't expect. Congratulations, you've gone further than 99% of people already. People are going to hear that and going to be like, what? Congratulations, you've gone further than 99% of people already. Not only have you started a business, but you're actively trying to grow it. That's a very rare occurrence, right? And I want to transition this into why they're struggling to grow. So with this VSL, I want 2 main points. 1 is the VSL, and 2 is the win-win guarantee. The win-win guarantee is this: it's designed to make you win no matter what. Agree on a certain goal, put a 10% deposit or the production cost. We deliver with infinite revisions, update the VSL until we hit the aforementioned goal. You pay for the rest of the VSL. So either you don't spend much money or you make a lot of money. So as a win-win guarantee, that's something that my whole business is kind of based around on. So I'm going to try and implement that into the VSL as well. Okay, so I've just realized that there are 2 ways that I can go about this intro. And the first way is, congratulations, you've gone further than 99% of people already. Not only have you started a business, but you're actively trying to grow it. That's one thing. The second thing that I can get is, I want you to take a moment to think of your goals, then think of a price tag on it, then believe me, and would you believe me if I said I can get those results guaranteed? I think that's kind of better, so I'm going to switch a few things. And I just realized, if I'm framing this not as a method of getting your ROI, but I'm framing it as, here's a risk-free method to achieve your dreams. That's a way better angle than most. So I just got done writing the intro, and I'm going to write the offer right now. And I'm going to do the offer first because in the intro I didn't mention the VSL, so I'm going to have to explain the VSL. I want to make this VSL really personal, not personal in a bad way, but personal as in I'm kind of like asking you questions, you're answering in your head, and then I'm using those answers to persuade you as if it were a sales call. Okay, so I just finished writing the VSL, the first draft of the VSL, and honestly, it's really, really shit. I focused too much, the pacing is off, and I focused too much on like the money back guarantee thing. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this prompt, I'm going to give it to AI, and then I'm going to have it grade me. So on top of my own review, I'm going to review with AI, and I'm going to see what I have to do and write my second draft. So I'm using DeepSeek because I don't really care what AI I use. This is purely for like seeing things that I can't see myself because I wrote it. It's like a second opinion. So I don't really care if it's ChatGPT or Claude. I do recommend using the same AI for every single one of your VSLs, and because it's going to be a little bit more, you're going to like understand it a bit more, but don't go crazy with which AI I use. So gave me the review, and the problem is pretty obvious. I need like a emotion. First of all, I need to dumb everything down because the pacing's a bit weird. Second of all, this offer section is terrible. I have a contradiction that I just realized. The win-win guarantee. This is good. I think this is fine. Like the concept of win-win guarantee is fine. However, like I need to work on this, I guess. And this you can read it yourself. I'm not really going to look into this because AI can't write a VSL script better than me. So yeah. So now that I have Now that I've seen this, and I'm going to read it back, and I'm going to take notes, like too broad, something like that, and then I'm going to take this, copy it down, and then I'm going to rewrite it. So I'm writing the second edition, and in this one I'm really going to focus on pacing, because the last one, the pacing was terrible, so I'm going to try and fix that. Okay, so I've rewritten the entire VSL, and first thing I've done is change the pacing. Second of all, I put the unique part right before the call to action, as DeepSeek suggested me. Also changed up the story, the testimonials, and I've changed some of the metaphors, and I've leaned less on the money back guarantee. The money back guarantee is here, and that's the only place that it pops up. It pops up once here, yeah, that's it, and once here at the very start to hook them. So everything else is about VSLs, so it's going to be a VSL. I'm going to be selling a VSL, not selling the win-win guarantee, if you know what I mean. So again, we're going to take this exact same prompt, but then I'm going to do it with this other VSL. So we're going to take this exact prompt, and we're going to review our second draft. So last time, the social proof and authority is that it was too unrealistic, and now they're saying it's way too long, so it's like too realistic and too slow. So I need to somehow like make it correct. I'm going to go with the shorter, more compact version, but condense both stories into I'm just saying this line is absolutely terrible. So we're gonna ignore that. I think we have a pretty good frame, so I'm just going to clean up some stuff and try and maybe like, because honestly the authority part is a bit chunky, so I'm going to try and cut this down. But however, I think personally this pacing, this framework is really, really good. So I shorten everything, as you can see. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 lines compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3 lines is actually quite a bit. So this I'm just going to keep exactly the same. And the CTA put upon what did they say? This is a shitty reframe. It's terrible. This state is completely free. The call is free. It's free and doesn't take any more than 30 minutes. You've just booked is like, come on. Okay, you've just booked your place into a dream life. That's a bit corny. I'm going to you just booked your place into your dream life. If you haven't, you've just booked. And congratulations. I need to find a way to make it like be important without putting too much pressure. Congratulations. By the end of congratulations. You're so I'm going to do another documents. Okay, so this is the VSL. I'm going to do the review thing again, but I think it's pretty darn close. If DeepSeek doesn't make a good point as to what's wrong with the VSL, I'm going to just read it once more, make sure everything's fine, and call it a day. This is why you don't trust AI. Never insult your prospect. That's something you have to do. God damn, it's just ripping my VSL apart. Unimpressive results. What do you want from me, DeepSeek? What do you... Sometimes you say I went too far. I went really impressive results and you said they were unrealistic. I went to very realistic results and you said it was impossible, and you said it didn't work, and now I've tuned it back. Most agencies owners watching this are likely already making that or more. The problem is I'm targeting share a case study where you help the client go from 20K to 100K in 60 days. So it's fine. This is going to be the VSL I'm gonna stick with. If you want to see me do the VSL, stay tuned, go to the website, you can see the entire VSL, but here, this is the final version. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.